Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a great Saturday, best day of the week. I'm sure that's everybody's favorite day. Maybe besides Sunday, but it's not football season, so it's Saturday. Um, I got a YouTube account, which is cool. YouTube account, which you can check out like my old radio shows. I predicted the NBA playoffs, and I uploaded that video. Um, I can't upload like the whole 4-hour radio show, so I'm just doing clips of it. Like, say I would talk about like the NBA playoffs for 10 minutes, and I just upload that. And say I talk about something else for 10 minutes, and I'd upload that. But right now I'm just gonna be talking about sports, and this will also be going on YouTube too. So that will be cool. But first thing I want to talk about is the question. I got a lot of questions. First, NFL questions. Alright, let's go. I want to get right to it. What week will RG3 return? I think he will return in week 3. I just do. Torn ACL, it's one of the worst injuries you can get, maybe besides a career-ending concussion. But torn ACL, definitely one of the worst. A lot of people have it, but a lot of people have recovered, like AP, Adrian Peterson. Torn ACL, came back next year, MVP. Maybe happen to RG3, you never know. Alright, next question. How many interceptions will Tony Romo give up this season? That's a tough one, you know? I say he gives up, I don't know. I say he gives up 16. Average of 1 interception a game. That's just how I think. I don't know. Like, he just had a bad year last year. I mean, he almost made the playoffs. He was 1 game away from making the playoffs. He only won 1 playoff game in his career. But, I think he's going to have 1 good year in his career where he gets the Super Bowl win. Maybe not. You never know. Next question. How many fumbles will Ray Rice have all this season plus the playoffs? He only had like 2 last year, right? So I think he's going to try to not get any fumbles, but I think he's going to get a couple. I say he gets 3 in the regular season, 2 in the playoffs. So 5 in total. 1 or 2 in the playoffs. So I'm going to say 5 in total. What team will Jarrell Revis go to next season? He was injured all last season as a part of the Jets. A lot of people saying going to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay and Jets play in week 1. I think he could go anywhere. I mean, Patriots, maybe. No, probably not. I think he'll stay at the Jets and maybe get traded during the season. But I don't think he'll go anywhere during the off season. Next question. Colin Kaepernick versus RG3. They have a game versus each other. Who will lead in rushing yards and passing yards? That's a tough question. I gotta say that Colin Kaepernick leads in rushing, RG3 leads in passing. I don't know. It's just, it could go either way. I mean, it could go either way. I don't know. Now, this is the one where Indianapolis Colts tweeted out, how many wins will Indianapolis Colts have next season? I say they have 10, 11, or 12. I'm going to say 11, so they're 11-5. That's pretty good. That's playoff material. And I say they will make the playoffs again. And I say they'll have the same good year as last year, Not a great year, but a good year. How many games will New Orleans win next season? That's a good question, because they did not make the playoffs last year, but they are great. Yesterday I did say that they will make the playoffs, and I think they will. I think they'll have 11-5 again, just like the Indianapolis Colts. I think they'll be 11-5, and they'll have a good season. Next question, is it unfair to the Ravens that they don't get week 1 at home because of the Baltimore Orioles? Yeah, I think it's unfair. I mean, in the MLB you play 162 games. NFL, you play 16 games. Why can't you just play, or why can't the Orioles just take out um, one home game, so you have 80 80 games at home and 82 games away. I mean, like, it's really no difference because there's so many games. When in the NFL, there's only 16, so every game is so valuable, you know? So when the MLB, you're like, okay, that's a loss, it's not too bad. But if you get a loss in the NFL, that's huge because there's only 16 games. So I really do think it's unfair, especially home field advantage. So I think Ravens should be home. But next game at home, they will celebrate their Super Bowl win. Next question. 4 straight years, the opponent of the Eagles home won the Super Bowl that year. This year is the Chargers. Will the Chargers win the Super Bowl? No, I don't think so. I think it's just all the jinx, and I don't think Chargers will win the Super Bowl. So I just don't think Chargers will win the Super Bowl. I mean, like, anything can happen. Obviously, the Chiefs could win the Super Bowl. They got a lot of improvements this year. New coach, new quarterback, #1 pick, and anybody could win. Now, next question. If you were Peyton Manning, who would you rather face, your brother Eli or your old team, the Colts? And versus Eli, there'll be a lot of good commercials. But I would rather face the Colts. I'd rather face your old team, the Colts, because you already faced Eli before, a couple times actually. And you never faced your old team before, and you'll get cheered and you'll feel happy when you face your old team, and that'll be great. And I think Eli would be good for Peyton Manning. I mean, like, it'd be good, but I'd rather face my old team, the Colts. All right, now we're gonna be talking about NBA basketball. Who will win the MVP? First question. LeBron James, no doubt. He's played great. He always plays great every season. I think he'll win the MVP. Are the Lakers better without Kobe? They have less defensive points, so whoever their opponent is, they scored less points, and they're scoring more points on offense. Me personally, I think they're doing better because Kobe, we all know he's a ball hog. Lately, he's been passing, I know that, but I think they're getting more passes, they're getting more shots off, and because they're getting more shots off, they're getting more points. I mean, well, like, they were getting a lot of shots off with Kobe, but Kobe was taking every shot, and they would miss, like, a lot of them. So I think they're doing better without Kobe, but I don't think they're great without Kobe. Like, they're doing better right now, but later on, like, they'll fall apart. Are the Oh, I already answered that. Do you still like watching basketball even though the Miami Heat dominates everyone and everybody says that the Miami Heat will win the championship and win it all? Yeah, I still like it. I still love watching basketball. But yeah, like, a lot of people are getting sick of it because like why even bother watching this? We all know Miami Heat's going to win every game. So he does have a good point though, but LeBron James might go to Cleveland. So then a lot of people will start coming back. Next question. Brandon Jennings says there will be a huge upset in the series versus Miami. We'll win in 6. Jennings says, a Milwaukee Buck. I'm not gonna say no way, he's way off. I mean, Milwaukee has a big chance. I mean, Milwaukee kept it close, but I think he will win in 5. Which team? Or next question. Which team will have a bigger playoff run in the playoffs? Clippers or Lakers? I think Clippers will. They're better right now. Lakers not playing too great, especially without Kobe. I think Lakers will be out in the first round, and Clippers will advance to the second round. So that's it for NBA. Next, I'll be talking about MLB.